Hey, Gerald Sophrer here. I'm at the Monster Marine Lithium booth, and I've been running these batteries all year, and I'm telling you, I'm like a lithium battery snob. I was running them back in the day whenever everyone was just starting to test them out. I've been running them for years, but in the past I've had a lot of issues, and I finally got with a lithium battery company that really has it dialed in. A bunch of us are running them this year, and no one has any problems. You know, it's been great. It takes a lot of weight out of your boat. The main reason I run lithium batteries is the overall performance of the boat is completely different. I can float shallower. A lot of times we got a cameraman and we have a boat official on the boat, and the cameraman likes to stand in the very back of the boat. So he 200-pound plus guy or whatever standing in the very rear of the boat. If you have 300 pounds worth of batteries back there, it really just makes the boat sit down, and that really does affect when we're trying to get in real shallow water areas and stuff. So being able to get that weight out of the boat, the only way you're going to be able to do it is to go with lithium batteries. You know, even if you fill your live wells up or whatever, if you're going to fish some stumpy lake, if you get hung up on a stump, just having that light rear end of the boat, it allows you to just power over those stumps with a trolling motor, and then of course the constant strength of power is a big deal, and being able to get up in shallow water is a big deal. But usually I run, in the past I've always ran 3 36 volt 40 amp hour batteries and parallel, and the reason I did that is because it was like unlimited power. The 40 amp hour was kind of like the deal back in the day. The 36 volt 40 amp hour was the deal back in the day. So to get that 120 amp hours, you needed to run 3 of them. And the only time I ever really needed that much power is whenever I was bed fishing, and I wanted to stand on the trolling motor all day long and just zoom all around the lake, and it allowed me to have that constant power of not, you know, from daylight to dark. Sometimes we'll practice for, man, you go like to New York or something like that in the summertime, and I swear it's like 18-hour days of daylight, and you want to use all your fishing time you can. In Major League Fishing, we only get 2 days of practice, so I use my trolling motor a lot, and having a battery that'll last that duration of a day is just the only way to go. So I used to run 36 volt 40 amp hours. Next year now they're building these batteries with a lot of power. I mean, this is a 60 amp hour battery. We even got one now. It's the largest battery in the industry. It's like 330 amp hours, 12 volt battery. So probably come out with a 36 volt system in that. And then of course, that's just crazy amounts of power. That'd be like putting 8 of these in the boat, and it's still the same size. I'll even show you the 330. I don't even think they have one on display, but I know they're powering their whole booth. They're powering their whole booth with this deal. Open this up right here. That's 344 amp hours. That's what's powering all the lights in this booth. That's what they bring to their trade shows and everything. It's crazy that they're able to do that. I'll come back and fix that later. But they got a lot of other cool accessories like battery chargers. Really good battery chargers that'll fit with the profiles that you need to charge lithium batteries. They have all these cool little terminal blocks. One thing that bass fishermen are guilty of is we'll put too many wires on one battery lead post. So you have these little setups here that allows you to get good connections for live well pumps and stereo system, lights, whatever you may have, instead of just piling them all up on one battery post. You got these nice little connections right here. These are like some onboard charging systems, like when your boat's running, it sends good clean power to your batteries and maintains a charge through the system. I don't see it here, but they just sent me a really cool jump pack, a little jump starter or whatever. It's small and it's waterproof, and I can keep it in my bass boat. For some reason, if I would lose power and I need to get my motor started really quickly, it's a great little tool to have in the boat. I don't see it here on display, but that's a really cool accessory. So Monster Marine Lithium, great dudes to deal with. These dudes are bass fishermen. They're from Arkansas. They're just some good old boys that decided to get into this business, and they're really smart, and they got this part figured out. And you got a bunch of really good guys that are on the team now. You got me, Jordan Lee, Mark Rose, Andy Montgomery. It's quite a few of us. Bill Dance. A bunch of us are running these batteries, and we all love them. I think it's the best batteries in the business.